All it took was the beautiful music from the guitar and the piano, his soothing voice, and the lovely lyrics for me to fall in love with the band Coldplay. The first song I ever heard from Coldplay was called The Scientist, and I was hooked immediately, and I've loved their music ever since. Coldplay was just a group of friends from the United Kingdom who loved to write and sing, and now they are a worldwide famous rock band who has sold out shows all over the globe, won 7 Grammys, and they continue to release music and become more successful with each album they make. Coldplay's music has always had a huge impact on my life since the day that my mom showed me their music, and getting to see them live last July was truly a dream come true. Now I'm going to talk to you about how Coldplay became the band that they are today and the journey that their albums have made since 1999 until 2017. Coldplay signed with Parlophone Records and later released 3 albums, according to the article Lifetime, in 1999. They came out with their first album called Parachutes, and later released their second album in 2002 called A Rush of Blood to the Head. Their first single off Parachutes is called Yellow, which hit number 1 on the Billboards in 1999. They released their second album in 2002 with singles such as The Scientist and Clocks. And this album hit number 5 on the Billboard, according to Mayfield. They released their third album called X and Y in 2005. And they started touring, and singles included Fix You and Speed of Sound. This became the best-selling album of 2005, selling over 8.3 million copies. It also got Best Album and Best Single, according to Mayfield, in 2005. This was only the beginning for Coldplay, and this only encouraged them to make more music and to become more famous worldwide. In 2007, they worked on their next album and finished up their tour for their third album, X and Y. They also released their 5th album later on. In 2008, they released their 4th album called Death and All His Friends, with singles such as Viva La Vida and Violet Hill, which reached the top 10 on the Billboards. This was the fastest selling record in United Kingdom history, according to BBC, and it topped charts just after 3 days of being released. Coldplay received 2 Grammys for this album, which included Best Alternative Band and Record of the Year, according to Mayfield. In 2011, they came out with their 5th album, which is called Milo Exlodo, and this topped charts in 24 countries. Singles included Paradise, Princess of China, which also includes Rihanna, and also Every Teardrop is a Waterfall, according to Justin Myers. Here's a quote from Mayfield. It says, "Coldplay's success is an example of what labels hope a band can do, building audience from one album to the next." Coldplay continued to change the style of their music to gain more attention from different fan bases, and they released an album that truly shocked their fan in 2014. In May 2014, they released their 6th album, which was supposed to be their last because they made a farewell announcement. But later, they released their 7th album in 2015. This album received less attention, which is called Ghost Stories, because of the style change in their music. But it also topped Billboards, and singles included Magic and A Sky Full of Stars. They also toured for this album worldwide. They later in 2015 released a surprise album called A Head Full of Dreams. It sounded very different from their first few albums, but they included singles such as Adventure of a Lifetime and Hymn for the Weekend, which also features Beyonce. This album has sold out over the globe, with the box office records counting over 221 million, and the tour is not even yet to be finished, according to Bob Allen. To wrap it up, Coldplay was an unknown band that started in 1999 with very few fans, and they continued to make more albums and eventually became more famous. And now here it is, 2017, and they continue to make more life-changing music for their fans. Getting to see this band live and see how far that they've come was truly amazing. Their journey has really been an adventure of a lifetime, as Coldplay would say so themselves.